Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about one of the greatest generals of our time, Sultan Mehmed al-Fatih, and what his financial decisions could teach us about sustainable projects in our community today. So let's begin. Bismillah. So today we are talking about Sultan Mehmed al-Fatih, Mehmed the Conqueror. This is the general who conquered the Constantinople, fulfilling the prophecy when the Prophet ﷺ said, "Verily you shall conquer Constantinople. What a wonderful leader will her leader be, and what a wonderful army will that army be." And we are talking about today's Istanbul. When he conquered the Istanbul in 1453, he converted Aya Sofia into the mosque. But what he has done in terms of financial decision, turned this place into the sustainable institution that will serve Ummah for many, many centuries. What he did was he put that institution as a Waqf. Most of you know Waqf as an Islamic endowment. What that does, and many of Muslim countries would have some type of endowment, Waqf, that was left by very high net worth individuals. These are elites in society, very rich and wealthy, who leave certain property that is used in perpetuity to finance certain institutions like a school, hospitals, build whatever is necessary. It's a property that is no more personal property, but it is there to serve the welfare of the people. So this military genius made a Waqf deed that supports this mosque. When I visited Istanbul last year, I was visiting Aya Sofia Mosque. I had enormous privilege to pray there, look around. And what caught my eye in that moment was, as you enter the building, you see a document there, which is the Waqf deed of Sultan Mehmed al-Fatih, Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror. This is Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror endowment. As I was reading, I realized a genius of this man. So in his endowment document, after thanking Allah for victory and conquest, he stipulated the following conditions. He said that qualified imam for Friday prayer, sermon and prayer should be paid 15 dirhams a day. So dirhams are silver coins. Imam who is leading 5 daily prayer, Sultan endowed 15 dirham per day as well. Then he lists number of other duties such as supervision by Quran memorizers, scholars, and those who frequent the mosque in order to check how everything is done and what is taught. He set up a daily reciting in the mosque, hierarchy between people doing various tasks, people doing all kinds of ceremony, and he paid each one of them. He also paid caller to prayer, muezzin, 5 dirhams a day, timekeeper, 10 dirhams a day, take carers of the mosque, 4 of them who are cleaning the mosque, opening and closing the doors, 3 people taking care just of the oil lamps, lighting and extinguishing them every day, 5 dirhams a day. Person who is supervising others in their duties and reporting back to the Minister of Endowment, and even deducting the wages if they were not performing their duties. When I read this, I knew we are talking about somebody who is the great administrator, manager of the affairs. And as a general, your logistics, the way you are handling finances, how you are organizing yourself in order to sustain whatever you are doing are critical in the army and in business and in life. On top of that, he set up very interesting governance structure where every 6 months you have teachers, sheikhs, imam, notables who are associated with this endowment would gather in the presence of witness to review this document, read it, and if there was anything that was overlooked, they would compensate and restore it. What this shows is that importance of ensuring that you have proper sustainable financing for strategic projects that are of importance to the Ummah. And so today when we see rampant Islamophobia, rampant misinformation, maybe some wealthy individuals who are looking for same leadership that Mehmed Fatih was executing might think of, how can I put some of my finances or properties into some of these activities that are supporting the great causes that benefit humanity. And look, it could be as simple as, for these high net worth individuals, as putting some property for rent or putting some investment. Think about if you want to run a team of people, let's say, who are countering all of Islamophobia, negative media. You would need a property that is maybe $10-15 million worth, that generates 7-8% in income, and you could reach $1 million, which could find the entire team of people, just like we have seen here, people who are running the mosque of Aya Sofia for the benefit of the people. So I guess lesson for us is that something that is of extreme importance for the community cannot be left just to volunteers and without institutional approach to solve the financing and other issues. And we don't want to commercialize everything, though there has to be a balance. But even when you look at the zakat, one of the categories of zakat recipients are the people who are collecting zakat. So we have to find a way that if we want to succeed in the long term, we should be funding and supporting the projects that we want to remain independent and doing the right things. And if we are not from those high net worth individuals who can leave hundreds and thousands of dollars or millions, we can maybe support with little that we have projects in our community that are important, no matter what, because at the end of the day, Allah loves the deed, even when it is small, that is done consistently. So if there is something that we're gonna need for a long time, we should make sure that we finance it and make it sustainable for the long time. Thank you for spending time to watch this video. If you would like to learn more about finance and economy from Islamic perspective, head to our new platform, Muslim Money Matters, where we go in much greater details regarding the content. Until next time, my name is Almi Cholan. Assalamu alaikum.